I'm Davy. I'm awesome. Welcome to Davy's Awesome Stories, where I tell funny stories from my past or go on a rant and enough to make you laugh. This year is definitely from my past, a long time ago. I was about 16 years old at the time, and I remember around the time I was 16, my best friend who I've talked about many times, author Ken Lindsay, author of the Gavin English series and The River Runes, available at kenlindsaybooks.com. He had a car, he'd come up usually with his girlfriend, and he'd be like, hey, we're going to go do this, you want to come along? One night, like we had done many times, we went to a roller rink. At the time in this city, there was a roller rink. It's gone now. It's actually been gone for just about 20 years at this point. Man, I feel old. But at that time, it was one of our favorite things to do. You know, we were teenagers, it was cheap, it was fun, and we could be there all night and just skate around, have fun. While we were there, though, from the time I was like 14 until I was 23 and moved away from him, he was so desperate all the time to get me to talk to girls. Because I've talked about in many videos, I wasn't good at that. I was so bad at talking to women. Heck, even if you go and watch the video of how I met my wife, or how I met their mother, if you will, I wasn't exactly what you would call smooth. But basically the way I started seeing her was the way I started seeing pretty much any girl I ever dated. I was put in a situation where I would see them regularly, got to know them, and eventually I could let enough of my personality out to where they would know I actually have one. But me going up and talking to random girls, that never ever once worked out when I was single. Ever. But now how many times I crashed and burned, and there were a lot of those. A lot. My best friend was just determined that all I have to do is get me to calm down, get me to get out of my own head, and I could do it. And maybe I could have, but that's the problem. I'm an introvert. I don't get out of here. I stay in there. We were at this roller rink. We were taking a little break, sitting it down at one of the tables they had near a little concession area, and his girlfriend had to throw out. I feel bad. You're always the third wheel. If you guys want time alone, just tell me, but you come over and ask me to come with you. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, I wish one of these days we could just double date or something. Oh, sorry, I'm just not good with girls. And that got my friend started. Basically, anytime that started up, it would be like his brain went like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm going to teach Davey how to talk to girls. He never once learned to cut his losses. Even after this horrible incident. He was like, okay, you just got to have confidence. I hate when people say the confidence thing. It's not about confidence. I didn't think I was some loser that no girl would ever want. The issue isn't confidence. You have to know how to talk. That's where I don't have confidence. I didn't have confidence talking to girls. I don't have confidence today talking to strangers. I know I'm going to say something weird and awkward because I'm weird and awkward. But what they mean by confidence is you have to go and talk to them and pretend you don't care. But then again, me living in my head is like, if I really didn't care, why would I talk to you in the first place? And then he saw some girls going into the concession stand line. And he goes, here, try this line. You want me to try a pickup line? This one works. It's not like a stupid pickup line. It's an icebreaker. You walk over to them and you stand there for a minute and then you go like, oh, were you talking to me? And when she's like, no, I wasn't talking to you, just be like, oh, well, why don't we change that? That is stupid. No, it's good. It makes you sound interested, but aloof. But again, if I was aloof, would I even be interested? And of course I was saying no, but they were both pushing it, just go do that. So I get up to go get a soda. I'm behind them in line for about a minute. And I try it out. Oh, I'm sorry, were you saying something to me? Instantly realized I didn't say it right. Because when she responded, no, I didn't say anything. Oh. Problem there is me saying, did you say something to me? And her saying no. I'm not going to go like, well, please say something to me. That just sounds creepy. I was supposed to say, were you talking to me? That way when I go, oh, well, then let's change that. That sounds like, well, since we're talking now. And knowing I messed up, all I could do was go, oh, okay. My mistake. Sorry. It's okay. So now I just have to sit there awkwardly until I get to the front of the line, buy my soda and leave, so it doesn't look like I really just went up there to botch a pickup line. When I get back, his girlfriend's being nice, like, okay, you messed that up, but, wait a few minutes and try again with someone else. Meanwhile, Ken is laughing. But me, I'm sitting here like, no, I did what you guys wanted. I tried. I messed up. That's just how I am. Can we just enjoy the rest of our night? No, dude, there you go. See them? This time go get me a soda and try it on them. And I already knew how this was going to go. He was not going to stop. So I did just that. In the spirit of, okay, I got myself a soda, now my friend wants one and I'm going to be generous, I go up to the line, wait a couple minutes, and go, oh, I'm sorry, were you talking to me? No, I wasn't talking to you. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's change that. Oh, okay. I couldn't think of another line. Like, after this, I was done. What else do I say now? So she just goes, I'm Nicole. It didn't occur to me to try opening with my name. Oh, hi, I'm Davy. I still had nothing. After her telling me I'm Nicole, and I'm telling her I'm Davy, just a long, awkward silence. Eventually she broke it with, well, it's nice to meet you, Davy. Yeah, you too. Okay, my friend and I are, we're gonna get our snacks and head back to our table, so maybe we'll see you around later. Cool. That's the problem that happens with me, not just when I'm talking to girls, but when I'm talking to normal people. When I'm talking to people, I don't really care if they like me or not, which is basically everybody now, because now I'm married. But that's just how I am. I'm awkward, I'm weird, I'm introverted. I don't know what to say to you. I've talked about it in other videos. When people just want to talk to me about the weather at the gas pump, it irritates me, because after saying, yeah, it's hot out here, got nothing. So why are we talking? So after they buy their snacks, I go up, I get another soda, I turn back around and do another walk of shame, and I'll give Ken credit. This time, he was trying really, really hard not to laugh. So hard that his face was red, and I'm pretty sure that tears were forming in his eyes. And I just sat down and handed him his soda, and as he tried to take a drink, he just lost it, laughing his ass off at me. His girlfriend even chuckling. Like, you couldn't think to say your name? I couldn't think of anything. This is why I'm not good at this stuff. Remember when you and Ken started dating and you first came around? I didn't talk much to you. It wasn't because I was fawning over you or anything. I just had nothing to say. Now you come over, you're a buddy, I can say stuff to you. I can be like, hey, this happened the other day, or hey, that happened the other day. But asking me to just grab conversation out of the thin air, I'm not good at that. This is why I don't talk to girls. Now can we please stop? But this was the thing about Ken. No, we couldn't stop. After he finished laughing enough to talk, he goes, okay, one more time, dude. One more. Dude, I'm glad I'm entertaining you, but enough. No. Trust me, man. Trust me. Just try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll leave you alone. Dude, what do you think it's going to go any differently? Okay, maybe this time I will think to actually tell her my name first, but after that, I've really got nothing. So ask if she goes to the same school as you. Dude, I live in a town where there's only one high school. Of course she goes to the same school as me. So there you go. If you go to the same school, you recognize her, tell her, I saw you in this class, or I saw you in that class. If you don't, say, I haven't seen you around. It'll get things started. You just talk. Trust me, it's not hard. That's easy for you to say. You're an outgoing person. You can talk to anybody. You and I have known each other since we were like 9 and 10 years old, and there's still times that we just sit there in awkward silence because I ain't got nothing. But a couple of girls went back up to the line, and he wouldn't stop. He was pressuring me, and I will say it was somebody I did recognize. Didn't know her name or nothing, but I recognized her. I'd seen her in school. I'd had her in a couple of classes. So I was like, fine, I will give it one more try if it'll get you to leave me alone. So I walked up, this time to get his girlfriend a soda. Which, thinking about it now, I wonder if this was just a ploy for them to get free sodas. I stood behind her, waited a minute, and went, oh, were you talking to me? No. Oh, okay. Well, why don't we change that? I'm Davy. I have a boyfriend. Gotcha. Now that really had nothing to do with me. She already had a boyfriend. Of course she did. But I knew I'd really reached a low when I got to the front of the counter and the guy at the concession stand was trying to hold a laugh and saying, "Wow, still thirsty? Why don't you just get a Pepsi and shut up?" This is something that would happen throughout my life, at least until I was 23 and I sadly had to move away from Ken. But I have more stories like this. I'll tell another one next week. But as far as this week, I hope you guys enjoyed reliving this very embarrassing and humiliating night with me. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post videos, and leave a comment I can respond to in my next comment corner. If you guys have any stories about times that you try to talk to girls and it doesn't go right, make me feel better and tell me. Love you guys.